So I felt like they were targeted in that circumstance exclusively because they are moderators of someone who is a high profile political commentator, and I wanted to defend them. I thought that it was bullshit that they got
It doesn't even seem like, especially
he's complaining that one of the biggest streamers on the platform, who is, because he's one of the biggest streamers on the platform, would be like indicative of the whole platform as a whole, is upset that his moderators, the people who are supposed to moderate chat for improper behavior, are throwing out racial slurs.
Were the moderators throwing out racial slurs, or the moderators were banning people who were throwing out racial slurs?
His moderators were throwing out cracker.
What?
That's what started this all. Yes.
So the Twitch moderators banned his moderators.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
And he thinks it's surprising that one of the biggest faces on the platform can't have their moderators be openly racist.
Yeah. That's a bad look for Twitch.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah. And also it's bullshit too, because like I think Vosh's ban is indefinite. And his uses of the term cracker was way less egregious than Hasan.
Really?
So Hasan's fame is the only thing that protected him, to give him this, making the ban only be a week long as opposed to being a month or longer.
His privilege.
It's probably been determined by now that every Twitch ban, from what I understand, is indefinite, like at first, but they'll get declared as like a certain length.
I see.
Like,
I see.
What Vosh did, just like, let's be real, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as what Hasan did. Right?
No, it wasn't even close.
It's very unlikely he's going to stay banned for that.
Right. Well, he was playing it up, playing the victim cards. So
Vosh has been permanently banned before, because he got permanently banned for the Israel comments.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was justified.
Yeah.
It was. Did he get banned from
ban.
Twitch, or just banned from the partner program?
I think he got banned.
No, he got banned from the platform.
Yeah.
Oh, then how is he on Twitch anyway? What was he talking?
He got reinstated.
Oh, gee.
They always reinstate. That's what I'm saying. It's all just bullshit. These are all hand slaps, basically. That's why it's crazy that Hasan is here fucking complaining about this shit when it's just a slap on the wrist.
Well, I mean, Vosh, the only reason Vosh got off probably is because he became really big on YouTube.
Right.
I mean, if that hadn't happened, he probably would have just stayed banned.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're probably right.
Probably.
the second guy who was just like, what was that?
Yeah, they got hit with like 30-day bans. And the irony, of course, is that like the same LSF and all these other like commentators on Reddit, or the commenters on Reddit that normally would be like all about chatters' rights, totally forgot about the fact that these guys were banned for chatting, and hyper focused on how much they despise me for being a quote unquote hypocrite about this issue. Something that I've.
Why are you a hypocrite? Oh, because you're against slurs, but you're in favor of using.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where.
Well, see, even Ethan instantly.
Yeah, he knows pretty quick.
Like, well, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, you just put the pieces together immediately.
That's hilarious.
Why are you a hypocrite? Is it because of the hypocrisy? Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah, they hit me with that all the time too.
This is the one that popped me. This is
the one that got you banned.
Yeah.
All right, let's watch.
You why it's not the same in the video that you refused to watch and just wrote that argument against. Who are you arguing against? Who asked? Who said this? Did I say, oh my God, saltine cracker? Like people are just bitter because it's saltine cracker. That's not what I said. You dumb cracker bitch. Okay. You
like they're
wait, can you say you dumb bitch to people on Twitch?
Yeah, you can. I'm pretty sure.
I'm surprised he didn't get hit for.
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure. I would think he'd also get hit for calling people mayo monkeys.
Real clear terms of service there, aren't they? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he should probably be familiar with that. Like, you would think.
You would think.
Because I don't know what their policy is for
it's just like, it depends on if it's high profile or not. That was high profile in that circumstance. A lot of people had already like started getting fake angry or very real outraged.
Hasan's audio is just as bad here than it is on his own stream.
Oh, it's his brand. He takes it wherever he goes.
Yeah, so either he's keeping the same terrible microphone settings, or it's literally just his voice. His voice has bad audio settings.
He's a giant mumbler.
Well, I haven't really seen other people complain about it except for me. So maybe it's just like certain people hear like that tone of voice in his hit like that. Maybe he hits like a certain frequency in my eardrums, and it just like sounds like feedback.
Well, it's like you know how dissociation is like your brain protecting you from trauma. Like you'll be in a hurricane, and like your brain will just kind of shut off your ability to feel certain things.
Right.
Like Hasan starts talking, and your brain tries to like rescue you from having to actually hear what he's going to say. So people just kind of like dim out. You know, they don't actually hear the details.
Right. I see. And maybe I'm just so accustomed to listening to this garbage that I've turned off that protective membrane. So I hear it all. I feel it all.
Used to wading into the muck.
Yes.
Look, I made a new fashionable headband for Hasan. It's pretty cool.
Doomer butt.
It's a stoat tail.
People in chat are saying lewd doomer. There you go.
Very fashionable.
CT says, Adam, please stop abusing baby doomer.
What am I doing?
You're rubbing his asshole in Hasan's head.
Is that abusing doomer or abusing Hasan?
I'm cleaning his.
We care about baby doomer.
Baby doomer is helping Hasan clean his glasses.
There you go. There you go.
Perverts. How dare you?
Because they got whipped up fucking frenzy, or because they legitimately think it's the worst thing that they've ever heard. I don't know. And when that happens, like Twitch, of course, pays special attention to a situation like that. And I'm sure that the very same problem would occur if I was calling someone a bitch, because then it's like you're defending the right to be able to say a mean thing, right? And ultimately, I do recognize that it's like cracker is still a mean thing, right? It's just not ban worthy. That was my argument.
He's kind of walking it back. He's kind of backpedaling a little.
He's not. He's being very sneaky. Okay.
Okay.
Because he's saying it's mean. He's never denied it's mean, but the reason he got banned wasn't because it was mean. It's because it's a racial slur. You're not allowed to insult people based on their skin color.
He's not really
meanness. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not admitting that it's a racial slur, basically.
Yeah.
So
that was what
you're saying would have been banned for calling someone a bitch, or no?
In a situation like this, I mean, I doubt it, because like Reddit will never be like, I can't believe he said someone is a bitch.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You think the outrage machine is what resulted in you getting the ban?
Oh, for sure. I think the outrage machine.
I mean, bitch is so colloquially used. It's not even like specifically targeted at women.
It's not female.
Yeah.
That is what laser focused on this. So,
but
I forget exactly who said this, but there was a good explanation. It's like, bitch isn't really a gendered thing. Bitch is like, you know, when you lose in the Street Fighter. It's like, that's the use case, you know?
True.
Like, I guess it's easy to look at that and say it is mean, you know, to call someone cracker is a mean way to be like, to dismiss someone. To say like, hey, your opinions don't matter because you're white. I mean, that.
Okay, so we've already discovered in 10 seconds that for as dumb as Ethan is, he's like 10 times smarter.
I told you he was smart. I knew he was smart. I mean, this has to be a grift. He's like, I got a kid now. I gotta fucking.
He's been able to articulate like all the points in 10 seconds that Hasan didn't understand for 30 when he was ragging on to himself to his chat.
Isn't Ethan Jewish? Maybe he could tell him a little bit about the Nazi Holocaust.
Maybe. Oh, I thought you were saying because he's Jewish, he's got the IQ advantage points over us.
No, I wasn't making that argument. I was
you
saying,
fucking bigot.
I was saying maybe he could explain that how these nefarious stereotypes lead to bad things sometimes.
Mm-hmm. He had some pretty. I'm trying to remember. Hasan had some pretty spicy anti-Israel takes.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He said ISIS were the good guys. I remember.
I don't remember. I remember because I'm trying to remember what it was exactly, because I saw it and I was like, ooh. I'm kind of surprised after some of his spicy takes that like Ethan would partner up with him. I mean, he's literally married to an Israeli woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm getting Mehdi Hasan when I Google it.
Yeah, I thought Hasan Piker.
No, that's not nice.
I've been a recipient of that many times.
Yeah, that's not nice. Like, okay, you know, but clearly we have to put some kind of benchmark here for what makes a hate crime or something to rise to that, because like as you'll see when we do the
Well, so far the people that agree with Twitch were Gab. Like Gab literally tweeted out about how, like, you know,
yeah,
you know, Twitch is of course there's going to be 90% of the hate crimes on the internet are anti-white hate crimes.
Well, Twitch is going to find out real soon that the people who are
this is why they have no chemistry, Sitch, because obviously Ethan has twice the IQ of Hasan.
But that first of all, it's a low bar. It's because Ethan's still an idiot.
Okay. Right.
So Ethan's a high-grade imbecile, and Hasan is an idiot. So,
but it's got to be torture doing a 3-hour show with this fucking moron. Like, you're supposed to,
I mean, even with that, can't you just like? You would think you would just be able to vibe, right? Like just hang out and chill and have a good time. It doesn't seem like they're enjoying themselves.
No, it doesn't.
No.
But Ethan is like, okay, I got to spell it out to him now. He doesn't understand about the hypocrisy. let me lay it out here for him. God, I would love these two to react to the Hasan video that we just watched. That would be hilarious. Ethan, come on.
Well, when he brought it up, Hasan didn't address it. He just tried to move on quickly. He's like, okay, next topic.
Oh, yeah. He was like, oh, yeah, that's pretty racist. It was funny. I got to admit, it was funny.
Rallying against them are going to be, you know, the usual suspects of just the worst people, the worst group of people on the internet that you would never want to associate with. The
deplorables. Go ahead, Ethan. Say it. You know you want to.
Basically, lightly veiled white supremacists, or just fully unmasked ones, and they're gonna. I don't know.
What is a lightly veiled white supremacist? What is that?
A lightly veiled white supremacist is anybody who's not 100% woke.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're lightly veiled white supremacists.
I was wondering, does that mean like you don't go to the weekly meetings, but you go to like the white supremacist summer camp or something, or like you
you get the updates on your phone, but you don't go to the meetings in person.
Well, they just have any reason to like. They just have any reason to doubt you, right? It's like I liked a YouTube comment by Sargar, and that's enough to put me in that camp, right? I mean, you laugh, but hundreds, maybe 1,000 people think that, right?
They do. Yeah, no, they do. They totally do.
I'm an alt-right psyop.
It's so strange to me that Ethan, who was the victim of this with Humongous, has now fallen prey to it as well.